Okay, everybody, I'm going to do this in 2 videos because something went crazy with my phone. Apparently, there's some button on my new phone that I'm not familiar with, and somehow my phone keeps calling 911. You might have heard that on the last recording. So anyway, let's pick up where we left off and hope we can get through this without any problems. This first attempt is not going the best, but okay. Next thing up is something new I'm calling, and I call it wire nesting. It's wire wrapping to make it a nest-like look, and I'm taking various things and putting them on cuffs and rings, and so it's sterling silver wire. You can see under there, and then I put glue on the ends to kind of help solidify it. This is number 34, and it is sterling silver cuff. 1/4 inch wide. It's $40 with Larimer, and this is a vintage to antique Larimer chain bracelet that I took this off. As many of you might know, Bruce and I go to antique stores and antique shows, and we buy vintage and antique jewelry, and then we take it apart and upcycle into other things. Well, this is one of those pieces with Larimer. Anyway, that again is number 34. Next, we're going to number 35. And this is amethyst and opal with the nesting wrapping around it. It's a way to attach things to metal without soldering them, and it makes an interesting nesting look. And it's kind of one of the newer things in jewelry if you haven't seen it. And this one is $38, and that's vintage to antique too. This one is opal inlay, Native American made. Came from a jewelry store that went out of business, and so had never been used. Number 36, and this is $40, and that's a sterling silver 1/4 inch cuff. This next one is number 37. It is turquoise and sterling silver scallop around it. It's been the nesting wrap. This came from a ring. A small ring that I bought. I strongly suspect it's Sleeping Beauty because the age of the ring. Because years ago I had a ring just like it that was Sleeping Beauty turquoise. So anyway, that is number 37, and it is $44, and that's 1/4 inch sterling silver cuff. This is number 38, and it's $40. It's this is from a very old cuff. Very old bracelet that I bought in an antique store, and it's black onyx. And there were a number of these black onyx pieces that were connected together, so I took it apart and made it into a cup. You can see what a beautiful bezel setting that is. So it's 1/4 inch sterling silver. Again, it is $40, and it's number 38. Next is a brass cuff, and it's 1/4 inch. It's number 39. And it is $16. And it's the nesting wrap again, and that's a little piece of faceted aquamarine. I want to do something that wasn't too expensive. Okay, we're going to go over here to number 40. This is $25. This is cheap. This is from some jewelry that I bought that was really old. And I had 2 pieces like this with this flower on it. It's really solid sterling. And all sterling. And I have another piece like it that I made into a ring. And it's got a slight nesting wrap on it. And again, that's $25 on a copper cuff. And that's a 1/2 inch band on the copper. This is 1/4 inch copper hammered finish. Number 41. This is $18, and it's got dyed Kingman turquoise on it. This is the one time when dyeing a stone actually makes it more valuable because it makes it the colors pop in the turquoise. So anyway, that's Kingman turquoise, and that's sterling silver wrap. The other had sterling silver wrap too. This is number 42. It's $22, and it's copper with copper nesting wrap. And this is Gaspianite. Gaspiite. Ah, it's a mouthful to say. Anyway, this is from a very old bracelet that had all these pieces that were sterling silver bale that's made, that comes right up to the stone. And it had all different stones on it, but I thought this green was really beautiful. So that's what that is. Next up, we have number 43. It is $25. This is copper with copper wire nesting wrap. And this is amber. This is like the other black onyx bracelet, only it's amber. It's a really old bracelet that had a bunch of these connected to it. Beautiful bezel set, probably Native American made. But you can see that amber, and it's just, and look how, don't look how thick it is, just beautiful. Anyway, again, that was $43 and it was $25, which is very inexpensive. Next, I just want to remind you, for those of you who know, that we make copper, brass, and sterling silver cuffs. This is 1/4 inch. That's $9 for 1/4 inch. And we make them in 3 different styles. This is like a rain style here, we call it. We do traditional hammered. And this is like what I call kind of a stony walkway type finish. And then we have the 1/2 inch. We have various sizes. We can go up whatever size you want. Usually the biggest we do is 1 1/4 inch. And here, the 1/2 inch are $15. So anyway, we can make a cuff any size you want, any type of hammering you want, or a smooth finish. We can also do that with brass and with sterling silver. The sterling silver brass prices are the same as the copper. The sterling silver prices run anywhere from $100 from a 1 1/4 inch cuff, what I call the Wonder Woman cuff, all the way down to 1/4 inch, which is $30. And that 1/4 inch is real heavy sterling like this is. So, okay, we're going to go on to the next thing. Next tray. Next tray is, we're going to start over here. The next few pieces are, it's number 46. These are from a very old cuff watch that we bought, an antique cuff watch that we bought. The fins holding the watch were broken, so we just had this sick-looking cuff. So we cut it apart and we made it into pieces of jewelry. This is very old, and it's not in Native American made, very thick sterling. It has a big piece of very old Kingman turquoise in it. This is number 46, and this is $42, and that's with a sterling silver bale. Anyway, we like to do different things, and this was a different thing. Here is another one like it, but it looks a little bit different because the leaf goes the opposite direction. A leaf or feather, I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. And that's number 47, and that also is $42. Next, we have 2 little pieces that came from another part of the cuff. They're both the same. One is number 46 and one is number 48. And they're both sterling silver with Kingman turquoise. And they're $25. You can pick either one you want. They're each $25, I should say. We have started doing rock cutting and shaping. And it's been quite the adventure. And it all started with a bunch of rocks that my dad and mom gave us from when they moved out of my dad moved out of the house. And we have really been quite an adventure. We've been doing a lot of things, but we're not ready to show you much today. As a matter of fact, there's only, I think, one thing that we cut. Or actually, none of them are ones today that we cut. We'll have those more coming up. We've been buying all kinds of crazy rocks. They're just gorgeous, and we've always been rock hounds, and this is one way to enjoy it. This is number 50. It's an agate. It's $14. It's an agate that we had before, and we drilled a hole in it because we thought it needed to be somewhere where you can enjoy it rather than being sitting in a dish that we enjoy. And this is number 51. Snowflake Obsidian is $14. And most of the stone pendants that we're making are meant to be worn either side. They're totally reversible. So you can wear it this side or you can wear it this side, which is, I think, just gorgeous. So anyway, that's only $14. Can you believe it? This one I was going to show you also, that's the back side. But we've got some ones coming up that are really exciting, and that'll be hopefully next week or the week after. Some of them next week for sure. Now this is quite there's a little stone. It's called triboidal chalcedony. And boy, I'll tell you, that's a mouthful to say. This one is number 52. It is $18. It's a rock that my dad had. And, you know, it looks kind of crazy, but it's also reversible. It's got different stuff on it. But you can see in there, you look at all the stuff on the end. That's the triboidal effect, is when you get that swirl. And you can see it's just interesting all over. I love looking at it. We're going to have more stones like this coming up too. But you can see there's a little flash inside like there. And that we think is probably a little fire agate in there. This is reversible. You can wear it either way. But it's enjoyable on all sides. But it's really interesting. And when you put it in the sunlight or a flashlight behind it, it's just gorgeous. So, I mean, that's quite the deal for $18. I believe it's 18. Let me look again. $18, number 52. All right. Next, number 53 are some polymer clay beads I've had for a while that somebody that lives in another state made and I bought, and I made them into earrings. And they are $18, but I just thought they're really pretty. And right now, if you're feeling patriotic, that's a good thing to do. Next, we're going to go to, I bought this cute little sterling silver bracelet at an antique store and had all these cute little flowers on it. And I thought, what am I going to do with it? And I thought, earrings. So I've taken it apart and made it into a whole bunch of earrings for some pretty spring looks. They're each $12. I can make it in any color crystal, but I've got these lettered. They're $12 each. Anyway, I've got them lettered. So it's 54A, if you can read my handwriting. This is like a silvery, I forget what they call it. Anyway, moonlight. I think it's moonlight. Starlight, something. Anyway, it's really pretty crystal. They're all Swarovski crystal. I've got it in pink. That's B is pink. C is a blue, kind of a rich blue. D, this 54D is Peridot. I believe that's what it is. E is, this is Aurora Borealis purple, or amethyst color they call it. This is a light, like aqua colored. That's F. G is a dark red. They call it cyan, but it's a dark red, almost like a amber, like a garnet, I mean. And this is a clear. So and we have one tray left, and hopefully we'll get through it before I get knocked offline again. This first time isn't going too well. Okay. Next is number 55, and this is nesting wrap rings. This is sterling silver, and it is size, it's number 55. It's size 9. It's $22, and it's Mystic Topaz is stone in there, and it sits in a cage. That's a nice size Mystic Topaz, and that's 1/4 inch band. Have another one like it, number 56, where the Mystic Topaz sits a different direction. That's 56, and that's $20. Did I have the wrong price on that? Well, they're both supposed to be $20. Somehow I had some printing issues today, so that says 20, but they're both 20. Okay, either one is 20. And this one is size 8. Now, sometimes the sizes on these are a little under, a little over, but most of the time a little bit over. So they shouldn't be any issues fitting you. This is one that has an antique or vintage. This was from I think it's from a pair of earrings. I can't remember. Anyway, a heart with a little piece of turquoise in there. Very well could be a little piece of Sleeping Beauty turquoise, because these are old. And that's when most of them, Sleeping Beauty was used in everything. Size 8, and that's $22. That's probably where the 22 came from. And that's on a copper hammered band with sterling silver wrap. Next, we have some white sapphire. And this is from a vintage to antique piece. And it's size 7. It's number 58. And it's $20. I think I've been forgetting to tell you the numbers on it. Anyway, the other one was 57. This one is number 59, and it's turquoise, size 7, and it is, that's turquoise band around it with a sterling silver band with a big piece of turquoise in it, and that's a 1/4 inch band. Really, really pretty piece that was a piece of old Native American jewelry I took apart, and it's $22. Okay, next is a very rare piece of turquoise. It's a turquoise bead that's from Red Mountain in Nevada, and it's number 60, and it's copper band 1/4 inch, and it is a size on the corner 7. This is Caracal Lake, nice copper looking color running through it, and copper band 1/4 inch, size 8. It's $14, and it's number 61. That's not 19, that's 61. Okay. This is a piece of chrysocolla bead. It's number 62 on a 1/4 inch band, and it is, and you know, there's like all this wire inside here, which should be wearable and comfortable. So it's just a little bit different type of fit. Number 62, and this one is $12. Could that be right? That sure is $12. Okay, next is the ring that matches that cuff. This is a 1/2 inch ring band hammered with that big sterling silver flower on it. This is number 63, and it's $25, and it's size 9. Now, if somebody has a burning desire to get one of these rings and the size isn't right, I can cut off the wire and put it on another ring. So we can work that out. Now, next is something else we're doing. We got a little crazy this winter, and we started making prong rings. And let me tell you, if you'd been around when I was working on these first ones, there was a lot of cussing going on. This is probably one of the biggest challenges I'd ever done. So anyway, this is a stone that I took out of a vintage piece of jewelry. Some of you bought one of them that had multiple colored stones on it. And this is one of them. This is topaz. I think it's lab created. When I tested it, I couldn't get, because I can test a lot of stones, and the testing didn't go right. And I wasn't sure if it was my machine or what. But this is number 64. This is size 8. I don't have a lot of different sizes today. I'm kind of locked into what settings I can get, and the pair settings are harder for me to get. But I have found some. It's $26. It's sterling silver. It's wearable either way, and I think that is a lab-created topaz. So, next is 65, and it's from that same bracelet I took the stones out of. It's a sterling silver setting. It's size 7. It's $22, and number 65. Now, I can't switch the sizes around on these, but I do have more of these previous 2 stones that I can put in another setting size. Now, these are the last things of the show, and I call them my midnight opals. Because one night I was laying in bed watching TV, and up pops this deal that I couldn't believe it. I was so excited. I was jumping out of bed and calling to order these beads. I got a really fabulous deal on a lot of Ethiopian opals. And I found out why they sell them so cheap. It's because some of them the sizes were a little odd, so they don't fit into things real well, so you have to do a little shaping on it. But anyway, it's been a real experience doing these, but this is a really pretty opal, and it's too bad the light's so bad today because you really can't see it. This one is size 7. It's number 67. It's $28. And that's a sterling silver setting. Isn't that a pretty setting? And that's a pretty nice size stone there. Okay. Next is number 66. I guess I got that out of order. It's $22. It's sterling silver. It's a round. It's the same size as this, so I think it's 6 millimeter. It's a round Ethiopian opal, or as I call them, my midnight opals. And look at that red flash on that. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. I aim to buy stuff cheaply and sell them cheaply so you guys can enjoy it, and that's what I did. So anyway, this is number 68. It's $30. Sterling silver setting. This is one of the bigger of the oval opals. And that is really pretty. You can, boy, I got good light right now to see that flash. Okay, so again, that's number 68, and it's $30. I do have more stones than this. I just haven't got them all done. They're kind of patience testing, so it takes me a long time. I found maybe another way to do it, make it easier. Bought all these tools and all this stuff, and I'm going to conquer this devil. This number 69 is $25. It's pear shape, and it's pretty little opal. God, I'll tell you, I got such a good buy on these opals. I was just so proud of myself. My mother in heaven is probably going, go Marie, shop till you drop, because my mother taught us all to be good shoppers. This is number 70, and it's $25 sterling silver setting. It's an oval. And look at that flash. Boy, that's gorgeous. And that's the last of the opals I've got right now. And I just happen to have one ring out. And so I thought I'd show you. This is number 71. And the last item is $42. And it is, oh gosh, I forgot to write the size down. It is size 9.5, almost 10, about 9.5, 10. And 9.5 or 10. This is beautiful. For the life of me, I can't remember the name of this setting. It's sterling silver spoon. But I've got more of this, so I can make it in any size. But I just have lost the name of it. Well, anyway, this is the end of the show. I'm going to have to send this, upload it on Facebook in two settings, in two parts, because I got knocked out by phone calls. And of course, now it's quieted down. So anyway, thank you so much. Again, if you'd like to buy something, you can call me at 402-981-0709. Text me at that number. You can comment on these pages and let me know what number you want. If you can't remember the number or you got a question about it, just feel free to call. No problem at all. Or you can email me for those of you that have my email address. Or you can message me through Facebook. But anyway, however you want to contact me, go ahead and do that. For payment, I'll do a phone transaction over the phone. I don't charge anything for shipping as long as it's in the United States. So I'll ship it to you for free. And a lot of these things we can resize. So anyway, have a good day. Stay safe. And I'll see you next Thursday at 6:30. And Bruce will have his He Wishes He Could Be hat on. Thanks.